Hey guys,
Hi, how's it going?
Ryan's gonna play some PS4 Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna observe.
Observe me as I descend into the depths of madness, Thomas.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard this game is pretty fucking good.
Do you want to watch this?
I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to see the combat and the
Alright.
loop of the gameplay.
All right. If you want to watch that intro cinematic, just pull it up on YouTube or something.
Has come to our family.
All right. So let me give you. I think this is a pretty good summation
Remember our
of
venerable house.
like what you'll go through in the game. But basically, there are a lot of things that you got to contend with. It's more. There's more to it than. There's more to it than worrying about your guys dying in the field.
Well, I know you have to worry. Like, I know positioning is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot about the game, having never played it.
Yeah.
But-
So I think more complicated is worrying about their stress levels.
Hey, it's that Horizon lady.
Oh yeah, it is. It is her. That Horizon lady.
Now, the great
so-
horror
Atois.
beneath them. Fallen chaos.
All right. So
that
you
must
see
be
those little meters
destroyed.
below their names?
Yes.
Okay, so that's their stress level.
So send in that guy that's really stressed.
This guy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's already in my group, so
Okay.
what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to see if I can update anybody's skills.
Ben Gibbard.
So I guess I could do her. Yeah,
So it's not a tree, but it is an upgrade system.
right. So and it's very linear. Like there's only one path.
Sure.
Now, you can swap out skills because each person can only take 4 skills with them into each run.
I see.
So you can switch those out, and the skills that you equip them with will determine the optimal position to have them in the lineup. Let's see. I don't know why this guy's name is Lucy, and like you can change the names, but I thought it was weird that the game just said his name is Lucy, so I just.
Maybe that's a lady.
Oh, yeah. Ladies have beards sometimes.
My grandmother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I work with a lady who has a beard. Well, it's more of a 5 o'clock shadow, but. Alright. I think. Wait. Hold on. I want to make sure that. Got everything. Alright. So we're gonna do a quick run here. So there's four little zones that you can go adventuring in, and then hopefully leveling up your guys enough to go to the titular Darkest Dungeon.
Right.
So I'm gonna do a short one. So scout missions are typically really short. Let's see. I guess we'll just go with the people that I have in my party right now. Actually, you know what? I think I might want to switch one person up.
You got a lot of people.
Yeah. Some of them I think I should let go because I have too many of the same kind of person, and it's just taking up space.
Well, every person's different, Ryan.
That's true.
You know.
That is true. Alright. I think I'm good. Except, I want to switch out that Houdini guy down there because it's kind of... Nah, fuck it. Alright, so then so you choose where you want to go. And then the next phase is your provisioning stage where you basically you buy the supplies that you're going to take with you into the dungeon.
Sure.
You're going to want to stock up on torches. I always buy a lot of torches. Shovels just in case you run into any obstructions. Bandages in case you get bleed status put on you.
I like this fella.
Antidotes. Oh, this guy?
What are you buying?
What are you selling? Oh, you also want to take food in there with you too. Just in case you guys get the num-nums. Alright. So, here we go.
Do you see any advantage to playing this on PC?
No.
Okay. I was just curious.
No, not really.
Because I know this game was PC first.
Yeah.
Just curious.
I mean, I'm sure like maybe there's some different interface changes that
I'm sure the interface is probably different.
but I can't see playing it on a PC making that much of a difference for me personally.
Right,
but-
right.
All right.
To prosecute
So
a war
basically,
against
what
the
I need to
swine,
do
we must first
is
scout their
on this
spoiling
run, I need
homes.
I'm gonna move us.
Okay.
Oops.
Oops, you moved.
Pay no attention to that.
Yeah. Basically.
Is there going to be like an enemy appearing right where I'm at here?
No, no, you're fine.
Okay. I just want to be able to actually see what's going on.
So, in this run, my objective is to investigate 90% of the rooms on this floor, and that typically means investigating all but one room.
Okay.
So he has a personality quirk that makes it so that he has to investigate every single thing he sees. Well, not necessarily.
That's interesting.
Not every single thing, but
Does everybody have something like that?
yeah. So
Like similar to Rogue Legacy?
yeah. So it they usually manifest themselves through repeated runs through the dungeon.
Sure.
Now I should amend that because his quirk is he always has to investigate dead bodies that he sees.
Okay.
So he just disarmed the trap. His stress level went down a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go into this room. Like that.
Neat visual style.
All right. So I guess we'll go this way.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, so the cool thing is sometimes you'll be able to scout ahead and see what's on each tile, and it reveals things like traps, giving you the opportunity to disarm them.
Cool.
Otherwise, if you're not able to scout, then if a trap is there, you're just gonna spring it, and I guess you just have to hope you dodge it.
Yeah. I like the map quite a bit. It reminds me a lot of Odin Sphere.
Yeah. All right, so there is enemy encounter right outside this room, so that's good because it's gonna give you a chance to see what the battling is like in this.
Uh-oh. Pigmen.
Mm-hmm.
The light. The promise
Beyond
of
good and evil.
safety.
Cool.
So there are a lot of enemies who have attacks that are specifically meant to raise the stress level
Sure.
of your guys. Those are especially dangerous.
What did you cast on your party just then?
A group heal.
Okay. And what do? Just clear out the dungeon?
If that is the objective. This one, all I have to, like, it doesn't really matter how many guys I kill in this run. It just matters that I investigate 90% of the rooms.
Got it.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
That's pretty rad.
So I have this attack, which will grab him and force him to the front line.
Okay.
Well, it would have if it didn't
If
kill
you,
him.
right.
And he bled to death. So,
Cool, dude. What is that George Washington you picked up?
So, leveling up the facilities in town, you don't use money, you use heirlooms. And so there are 3 different kinds of heirlooms, and that's one of them.
More pigmen.
Mm-hmm. So sometimes you get afflicted with a disease that you'll have to cure back in town. Diseases typically, or will almost always, have a negative effect, and if you leave them there too long, then the effects can get really severe and sometimes, I guess, permanent.
Pay no attention to that.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. It took me a while to figure out what the different pieces of information that this game feeds me actually means, but once I got it, it made me feel more confident with playing this game.
Like, what confused you?
So, like, for example, you see where it's under, you see here where it says Hound Rush 3
Yeah.
and ACC Base 95
Uh-huh.
and all that stuff. Like, a lot of that stuff confused me. there were certain things like I said on the show that you can become marked, and the game doesn't actually explain what being marked means.
Okay.
So over time, I kind of figured out that it usually means that if you're marked, then
They're gonna attack you first.
they're gonna attack you first, and some enemies have attacks that do more damage to you if you're marked.
Right.
So that raises stress level a little bit. You know, that Darkest Dungeon guy was in that PC conference thing.
Yeah.
Another one falls.
Cool.
Yeah.
A death by inches.
Very cool.
Destroyed.
So I think I have. So if I think like
Be wary.
3 more rooms.
Triumphant pride
And then I should
precipitates
complete this
a
quest.
dizzying fall.
So this is what I needed shovel for, so I could do that. Oh.
And like it's a one-time use thing.
Yeah, so that's why you
Such
kind of got to get
blockings
more
are
than one.
unsurprising.
I typically bring
These
2 or
tunnels
3 just in
predate even
case,
the earliest
because I don't know how
settlers.
many. I rarely have seen it where those come up. Oh,
More than a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I walked right into a trap because I wasn't paying attention. So he's got bleed on him.
Give the band-aids.
I'm gonna give him a bandage.
Carelessness
So the
will
cool thing
find
is
no
that if you get
clemency
bleed
in this
put
place.
on you during a fight,
Yeah.
you can apply a bandage and without using up a turn.
Okay.
So there's advantages and disadvantages to making sure that your torch level is over a certain level.
As the light
Like
gains
the
purchase,
darker it is,
spirits are
the
lifted,
more difficult the enemies
and
are,
purpose is
and the
made
more likely it is
clear.
that they'll ambush you. But also, the better loot that they'll drop.
Sure.
But the thing is to remember too is that I have a character who is light sensitive, so if the torch level is above a certain percentage, then her attacks do less damage.
Okay.
A little grave nibble.
as the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
So I think one more room that I haven't been to, and this should be complete.
How quickly the tide turns.
I like the little narrator.
Yeah, it adds a lot to
Another
it adds a lot to
abomination
like the overall
cleansed from our
experience, I think.
lands. Begone, fiend.
I think. Oh,
As victories mount,
or maybe I've been in here.
so too will resistance.
So it's cool that if you do need to backtrack, if you already cleared an area, you don't have to worry about like fighting through a bunch of guys or them respawning or anything like that.
Sure. Well, it's all ticked off. Like I said, the map and the way the levels are laid out is very similar to Odin Sphere.
Yeah. Man, how much do these niggas gotta eat? Alright.
In Radiance,
So
may
is
we
this
find
coming up with-
victory.
This should be the last one.
Yeah, it should be last one here. And I'm anticipating that there will be dudes in here, but if there's not, then I'll just complete the mission. Yep.
Cool.
So quest complete, and so yeah, that's basically Darkest Dungeon.
The match is
I like
struck. A blazing star is
gonna buy it.
born.
Yeah, I really wanted you to see this game in action, and I'm actually glad that I had it on my hard drive to actually show you. So after each run,
Swine folks
then
labyrinth
they get
may
experience.
prove
They don't
to be
get experience until
navigable.
they actually complete a run.
Okay.
So there you get a look at some of the quirks that they might have picked up during the run.
Cool.
Yeah, so then you just return to town, and then you kind of do the whole thing again.
Cool. I'm
So-
into it.
Yeah, Darkest Dungeon.
Bye bye.
Bye.